What's going on, guys? This is David. Welcome back to another video. I'm going to be diving into all things brand deals. How do you basically find brands to sponsor influencers, whether it's for YouTube posts, Instagram posts, even TikTok nowadays with everything that's going on with TikTok. There's a lot of opportunity for social media influencers to really make money by promoting products, promoting brands, integrating those brands and products into their content. Instead of advertising on ABC News or television or the ways that companies used to advertise, they're obviously now over the past couple years leaning towards Instagram marketing, YouTube marketing, and leveraging social media, leveraging content creators. And there's a lot of opportunity if you know the right people and if you're able to find the people at these brands that are in charge are responsible for managing budgets. I want to dive into basically who are these people in charge of marketing budgets at these brands. What are some examples of brands that are actually doing influencer marketing, as well as some other things, such as what metrics do brands use in terms of basically trying to analyze whether an influencer is a good platform for them to kind of pursue. Things brands consider in sort of the older ways of marketing, for example, are how many people are going to see my advertisement, my commercial, who's going to see it, so what's the demographic of the person, where are they located, what's their age, what are their interests. Brands still consider those factors, but the key is the platform has changed. Attention has shifted from all these TV commercials to now influencers, right? So wherever the attention goes, the brands go as well. Brands use things like CPM, cost per milli, cost per action, CPA. Those are just two of the examples of metrics that brands use to figure out how much an influencer is worth in terms of an integration. So before we dive into this further, I'm going to play a couple of examples of integrations that I've actually facilitated, and basically I've negotiated the deals, put the influencer basically in contact with the brand and said, you guys would make an excellent partnership. And then of course me as the broker or the manager in this deal, I get my commission for basically coordinating those deals. So this first example is Mike Malak with Blue Chew. Enjoy.
All that aside, I guess.
Babe, look at me.
I'm shooting this. I gotta get through it.
Babe, do you know who I am? I'm Sailor Moon.
Yeah, I know who you are.
So what do you want to do about it?
Babe, honestly, it's like 2 o'clock. This would be time number 4 for I'm out of juice. I got nothing left in the tank. Actually, you know what? Wait a second.
Babe, where are you going?
I'll be right back. I'll be right back. If you guys watch the Impulsive podcast, you've probably seen me and Logan talk about this magic little pill from a company called Blue Chew. It's a chewable tablet that you take 20 to 30 minutes prior to sex. It makes you the fucking man in the bedroom. Whether you're a little bit older and you can't get hard or you can't stay hard, or like me, you have a very demanding girlfriend, go to the link in the description below and use promo code NIGHTSHIFT for a 1-month free trial. Chew it and do it, baby.
The second integration is actually a photo, it's not a video, and it's with Human Nuri and a brand called Manscaped, which you guys may have heard of. So those are just some examples of brand integrations that I've facilitated as a manager at DIV Management, and I want to give you guys some ideas of basically what brands are leveraging influencer marketing, but which are some of the bigger brands that are actually using this strategy as sort of their main go-to strategy. Bang Energy is a really great one. They use a ton of influencers, even on TikTok. They've been sort of the first brand to really go on TikTok and leverage some of the top creators. Fashion Nova, if you're on Instagram, I guarantee you're following someone who posts, hashtag Fashion Nova partner. Revolve has done a really great job. Manscaped, Dollar Shave Club, Harry's, Blue Chew, Hive. These are all just examples of companies that leverage influencer marketing and have an actual spend allocated towards influencers. Now you might be asking, how are these influencers getting paid? So typically what I've seen is brands will usually try and do their first approach, which is gifts. So they'll gift the influencer something in exchange for a post or in exchange for a series of posts. That way the influencer's getting some great free product and the brand is essentially getting, free marketing, free exposure for really little to no cost, which is great for them. A lot of influencers won't do that, for example, because they have their own merch. So if they're going to promote a product, they may as well promote their own e-commerce site. The second, thing brands usually try is, okay, let's not do a fixed rate, let's do a commission structure. Well, let's say it's a watch brand and an influencer, right? The influencer gets the product from the watch company, they post a picture, they post a series of pictures or a video, and then they give their audience basically like a discount code. So it'll be like, you know, Dividge20, so 20% off of whatever watch. Now, every sale that's made on that website, the influencer gets a certain commission. So those commissions of the sales typically vary. You know, sometimes it's 10%. I've seen it as high as 40 to 50%. So it really depends on the negotiation, and of course that's where the manager comes in and sort of, you know, helps out with that process of negotiating the deal. The influencer's favorite is a fixed rate. So the brand will have to pay a certain amount of money for the integration. So some brands will just pay all the money up front, and you know, this can be via wire, PayPal, whatever agreed upon method. The other option is brands will typically do 50% up front upon approving the content. So they'll have the creator go create the content, they'll approve the first draft, and then they'll pay the influencer 50% of the total agreed upon amount up front. The influencer then posts. After posting, the brand will then pay the other 50%. Now, this is typically the best way in terms of from a manager's perspective, because you're getting, you know, your 10 to 20% commission, and as an influencer, you're getting paid, which is great. So that's typically how brand deals are structured. Again, there's no really set in stone way of how it works. Some brands don't like doing agreements. Some brands love doing agreements. Some of them just want it to be a verbal agreement. So, you know, other times brands have extensive contracts that they have for influencers. It really just depends on the brand and sort of the way that they like to do their business. For me as a manager, I always feel much more comfortable having an agreement in place, of course. And typically I have my own agreement with the influencer up front as well to make sure that I'm getting paid for my work. So now the question is, how do you find these brands, right? So if you're a manager and you have talent who have, you know, an incredible platform, how do you leverage their platforms to make money? So how do you actually find the people at these brands who are going to spend this money towards the influencer campaign? So there's really 10 to 20 titles of people who work at these companies who are going to be the best point of contact for you as a manager. Growth marketing managers, people in paid social, director of marketing, director of social media, influencer marketing manager. Those are just some of the titles of people that you want to look out for. How do you find them, or how do you get in contact with them? There's a lot of tools that you can use. LinkedIn is a great tool for you to kind of figure out who these people are. You can message them directly on LinkedIn, but there's other more creative ways of actually getting in contact with these people. And again, I'm more than happy to share all this information with you. I'm doing a live Zoom call here pretty soon to go over brand deals and how they work. So if you guys want to join, feel free to email me, text me, and I'll get you guys into that Zoom call. And I'm going to basically just doing the entire deep dive into how brand deals work, how you can start to make money from influencer marketing. And we're going to go over a lot of cool stuff. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's your boy Dividge Vaswani with DIV Management LLC, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.